August 11th, 2022. It was my day off, and it was supposed to be a very hot day. So I decided I'm going to take my dog out for a walk, for a hike, but I have to go early because it's going to be super hot. And so I take him out to a trail out in Ventura County. And I had gone to this place a few times before. It was a very popular trail. There were multiple trails at this location, and it was always just a lot of like families, cyclists, just like it was very busy. So I didn't think anything of it. It was just me and my dog, which is very not smart. And I knew that you really shouldn't go hiking by yourself. And I know a small little Shih Tzu dog is not really gonna do much. But I was like, again, this is a very, very busy trail. I should be fine. I always avoided the smaller, like, empty trails for that reason, right? And so we get there, and it's like 8 something, okay? Which is crazy early for me. Like, nowadays, I cannot be out of the house that early unless I have to go to work. But I had gotten to this trail around, like, I think it was 8:40 something, 8:50 something when I got there. And the point, not the point, but like for me personally, the highlight of this trail is at the very bottom. You start at the top, right? You go down this trail, zigzagging down this mountain, and at the very bottom, you get to a waterfall. And so that was the point. I was just going to go to the waterfall and back, like super easy thing that I've done multiple times. And so I'm going with my dog. I did. I didn't really notice at the time. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, yeah, that's something that I should have picked up, but it wasn't that busy. It was pretty quiet. I remember on our way there passing a few people, but not as many people as I usually do. I should have really. Anyway, so not too busy. I do notice that it's getting so hot so fast. Like the temperature's picking up like crazy. I don't remember how hot it was supposed to be, but 9 a.m. it was freaking hot. So I was like, okay, we gotta like run there and back because my dog likes to sniff a lot of things. And I'm like, we don't have the time. We have to go. It's gonna be really hot. We gotta go. And so on our way down to the waterfall, nothing, right? Like, no issues. Like, everything's good. It's just getting hot, but whatever. I got to the waterfall and nobody's there. And which is like crazy because anytime I'm there, there's so many people at the waterfall. There's like people crossing the little like creek. There's people taking pictures and videos and just sitting there and eating lunch. And this was the very first time I was there completely by myself. I was excited because I was like, I've always wanted to take videos and pictures of this place, and I just never felt comfortable with all these people around, but it's empty. So this is cool for me, right? And so I have to move, like when you get to the bottom of these flights of stairs, it's just like really rocky. But there's this area if you turn to the left, not that you're there, but you turn to the left, and there's this, you walk a little bit, there is this like flat dirt area that's really close to the waterfall. Waterfall. Why didn't my voice leave me for a second? Um, and so I'm walking across with my dog, my little Shih Tzu dog. He's just sniffing around. He's on his leash. I have this big, I don't have it here. I should have had it here. I'll bring it out later. But I have this big, like 40-ounce hydro flask that was pretty much all the way full. So it's really heavy. To get to this flat spot of dirt, I have to climb. I mean, it's not climbing, but the trail there is really rocky. Um, and so I put my hydro flask down, like in the middle. Like I took a few steps, put it down somewhere flat, and then I used my free hand because I have my other hand for my dog, right? Like to be able to catch myself or to like navigate or whatever. So do that, get to the dirt, whatever, and I am so happy. I think I took one or two pictures and one video only. I was not there for a long time until this happened. I put my phone away in my pocket and I was just like chilling there, right? I was just vibing. It was beautiful. And I just happened to look to my right. And I swear I didn't sense anything, but I don't know. I just looked, and it's so weird how it happened, but the camouflage is just insane, okay? So I didn't see anything at first. I kept looking to my right because I don't know, I felt like I picked something up, but I couldn't see it at first. But like there was something there. The first thing that came into focus were a pair of eyes. So I saw a pair of yellow eyes first. Just kind of like appear, like they just manifested, and I just was like, okay. And then the face around it kind of appeared. It was not really hiding, it wasn't hiding. It was kind of peering while next to a tree, kind of looked like it was behind it, but maybe walked out. But I just saw this face appear around the eyes, just stare at me, just looking straight at me, not blinking, not moving, just staring straight at me. And my brain is trying to put it together, like, what am I looking at right now? Because it's just at first I was like, this is a really large dog. I was like, that's a really big dog. And then I was like, but where's the owner? There's no person there. So what is that? And I just look a little, like, it's seconds, okay? It's not like I'm staring at this thing for minutes. It's seconds. And then I'm like, that's a mountain lion. That's a mountain lion. I'm just staring at this thing, right? My first thought, well, I had like two first thoughts, which is, I don't know if that makes sense. I had these two things that I thought of at the same time that were pretty important. Okay, so the first thought, I think, when I realized, okay, this is a mountain lion and I'm by myself and I have no way of escape. I'm literally surrounded on three sides. And it's blocking my way to get out on the fourth side. So, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But my first thought was, this is gonna suck. Because if it's hunting me, which it wasn't, like I think about it now, it wasn't hunting me. But at the time, I didn't really think about it. My first thought was like, that's a mountain lion, okay? This is gonna suck. If this thing gets me, this is gonna be painful. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna... I was like thinking, because I listened to these videos on YouTube, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be in a YouTube video being like, Leslie Lou Marie went on a hike in August, blah blah, 11, 2022, and never came back. This is a story of how she met her. You know, like, I was like, oh my god, I don't want to be a part of those videos. I hope they remember to mention my dog. But yeah, that was my first thought. And then my second thought was, that is a very beautiful animal. That was a very beautiful animal. That mountain lion was gorgeous. And I was scared of it and terrified, but I was like, that is a beautiful animal. I just wanted to get that out there. But yeah, it was really scary. So I'm staring this thing down. It's staring at me. We're just having a stare battle. This whole like segment felt like it took minutes, but all of this happened less than a minute for sure. It was less than a minute. I'm staring at this thing down. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get out of this. If it comes for me, I'm not getting out of it. So, I'm not gonna be able, like, what? Who am I gonna call? I'm gonna fucking call the police and be like, hey, there's a mountain lion here. They're not gonna get to me before the mountain lion. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna see if I can call my mom and tell her that I love her real fast. So I pulled out my phone and I'm like, girl, I'm like, I have my phone like down here. I'm like staring at the mountain lion, like calling my mom. But obviously I'm at the bottom of a canyon, so I don't have a connection, so it immediately like drops. Like immediately, it doesn't even drop, like it doesn't even like ring. It's like no connection. And I'm like, yeah, of course, okay, yeah. That's gonna suck. I can't say bye to my mom. Okay, no problem. So I'm just staring this thing down. Thinking of an escape plan, because I don't know if I mentioned the geography of this place, but the one side of me is the waterfall and the creek at the back of me, and then the other side of me is just a completely vertical dirt wall that I could not climb. I can't climb, but even if I could, I don't know how I would climb with my dog. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice my dog to a mountain lion. I would rather sacrifice myself. So I'm not going to do that. So yeah, it just wasn't going to work out. My plan was to just go into the waterfall with my dog. I was going to hold him and I was going to jump in there. And whether or not that would deter the mountain lion, I'm not sure. Maybe he'd be like, whatever, I guess I'll go get a little wet for a snack. I don't know. But it was whatever. That was just my plan. That's all I had, okay? Because Like, to be honest, my first plan was like, oh, you know what? No problem. I'm glad I have this like really heavy 40-ounce hydro flask as a weapon. But yeah, I had left that in the middle. The hydro flask was like in the middle between me and the mountain lion. I'm not gonna go pick up the hydro flask. I have no weapon. I'm completely defenseless. I don't have anything besides my dog. By the way, my dog didn't notice a goddamn thing. He was sniffing this little like patch of grass. He wasn't looking up. He was just like vibing. I'm assuming the lion saw him already, but I was like, maybe he can't see him behind this like bush. So I was like, I'm gonna keep him by my feet. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't move, doesn't scratch, doesn't bark, doesn't do fucking anything. Cause I'm not gonna have this mountain lion get like aggressive. I'm not gonna aggravate it, you know? So my dog didn't notice a thing, and I just stared this thing down. And like I said, it felt like minutes. It felt like minutes. We're passing hours of me and this mountain lion having a stare battle. But it was less than a minute. I don't know what it was, but it was not hunting me. It was just, I guess it was curious, right? It was standing there. It wasn't peeking out behind anything. And after a while, it just turned around and it left. And I was like, okay. And my heart was fucking going crazy at this time, okay? My heart was pounding. I couldn't even scream. First of all, I thought about screaming because I was like, I think you're supposed to make a loud noise, but I'm not sure. But also, I was scared of aggravating it. I'm like, this might be a little impolite towards this mountain lion. I don't want him to be mad at me. He was just standing there. I'm gonna say she. I have no proof. I didn't look at anything, but I want to say she. She was so beautiful. Was just staring at me, like not moving. I was like, and I have been told my whole life my voice does not carry. So I was like, if I'm gonna scream, all I'm gonna do is aggravate this animal, and it's not gonna reach anyone. So I'm just gonna. I'm so dumb. I know. So, apparently staring it down was the correct thing to do. Isn't that cool? So it turned around and it like trotted away. And so I wait there for a second. I don't move for like a minute because I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna just stay there and wait for me, and then I'm gonna like, because to get back up I have to turn my back, and I'm like, I need to make sure it's a distance away. I wait a little bit. I pick up my dog. I pick up my water, and I like bolt, right? I don't even make it I make it not even a few steps. Not even a few steps. And there's a group of like 3 girls, like in their, I want to say they're in their early 20s, late teens, early 20s, 3 girls, and they're like, "Hey, watch out. Like, we heard there's a mountain lion around." And I was like, "Yeah, it was just here. It went that way. Careful, I'll see ya." And so then I leave. I was like, "God damn, whatever." And I bolt. Guys, again, it was getting warm, right? It was slowly getting warmer and warmer and warmer. By this point, it was hot. I'm running uphill, up a cliff, like zigzagging up a cliff for, I don't know, like 20 minutes straight, or 15 to 20 minutes straight, like not taking any breaks really, okay? I call my mom the moment I get any kind of reception. I call my mom. I tell her what happened. She's like scared. I'm like, "Hey, you know what? It's no problem. I'm going back up to my car. I'm going straight to my car. I have Bo. I'm holding him." I did have to put him down a little bit, but I kept him close to me, and I was like, "Go, go, 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 go. We have to go. We have to go. Don't sniff. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go." I was like a sergeant. I'm like, "We gotta go. We gotta go." I told her I'm on my way to my car. I'm gonna call. I'll let you know. I hang up because she's at work. And then I call. I think my best friend Jillian just happened to be off of work that day. I should have invited her to hike with me. That would have been so funny. Jillian, we could have had this amazing moment together. We've already experienced so many things together. Imagine if we could have experienced this mountain lion together. Anyways, I called Jillian. Yeah, so I think at this point I'm walking my dog because I'm holding my hydro flask and my dog in one hand, and I have my phone, or I have my AirPods. I don't remember. And I called Jillian. And she's like painting. It's like morning. She's painting and having like a great life. And I'm like, "Jillian, I just met a mountain lion and it was staring at me and I thought I was going to die. And I thought I was going to be in a YouTube video." And, and so she Oh my gosh, I'm just so lucky to have her because and just she happened to be off of work because she talked to me on the phone until I got home, or not till I got home, till I got to the car. I'm like, Jillian, please just wait till I get to the car. Like, I don't want to be by myself. And so we just talked, and it was so hard because again, I'm going uphill the entire time, and I'm like, when you're going uphill or upstairs and you're trying to like not sound like you're out of breath. That was me. Kind of like now when I'm trying to not sound out of breath talking to a camera. Listen, this story, certain stories when I tell them get me like nervous, they make me a little jittery, and they get me excited and talk fast and a little messy. And this is one of those stories. It just kind of whew. So I finally make it to my car, text my mom, I hang up with Jillian, and then it just hits me like it was so hot. I don't remember where I left off. My camera decided to just die on me. Okay, I get to my car. It's hot. I'm drenched. I walked uphill. I pretty much sprinted uphill up this mountain nonstop with my poor dog who was like panting. I gave him water. He doesn't really drink a lot of water until we get home. I drank my water. My head was pounding. My head hurt so bad. I luckily carry like ibuprofen with me, so I took some medicine. And I was like, I gotta get home. I leave, and then I film a video on my phone, which I'm not gonna show you because, again, I'm like so nasty here. Oh my god, my hair is so greasy. Like my hair is kind of like nasty right now, but this is because I have product in my hair from overnight. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't wash it out in the morning. I'll wash it later. But this was me because I was like greasy. I hadn't showered. I had sweat all over. This video I'm so nasty here was filmed. I can see August 11th, 2022, and I just talk about that, about like that whole encounter, and I posted it onto my private Instagram for like my friends and family to see. I didn't post it anywhere publicly because I was like, I need to make this a video. I wanted to make it like a story time video with not animation, but like illustrations. But I don't have the time, the patience, the energy for any of that. And so I just never got around to it. And now that I'm going to be leaving this channel soon anyways, I was like, I need to get the story out there before I go. Because I just can't leave and not tell it after all this time of me hinting at it. Because I did post it in a picture. I doodled really quickly a picture of myself holding, was I holding my dog? I'd have been holding my dog. I'm going to show it here. The picture that I drew, and I was like, I encountered a freaking animal. I forgot what I said, okay? But it was a lot. It was very much just, I truly thought I was going to die. That was the first time in my life I was like, I'm gone. This is it. This is how I go. I'm going to meet a really violent end, and it sucks. I'm going to be in a YouTube video. This is what I get for watching those videos. One of the reasons why I also put it off was because I wanted to go back to that trail and get some footage of, the trail. But I couldn't find anybody to go with me for some reason. I don't know why nobody wanted to go to that trail. So it took a few years. But then Jillian, my friend who was on the phone with me, was like, oh, you wanted to go back? I thought you had, trauma. And I was like, yeah, but I want YouTube content, so I've been wanting to go, but nobody wants to go with me, so she went with me. So yeah, you'll probably see her in some of the videos or hear her voice, but thank you so much, girl. Yeah, that was the story. Wasn't that interesting? That was so fun. I was so scared. Yeah, it was crazy. I really thought I was gonna go. I thought I was gonna go that day. I'm not exaggerating. Yeah, I'm thankful that I didn't meet my end there. Again, that could have been a cool story. At least people would have remembered how I went, but that would have sucked for my mom. I really thought about my mom a lot and how that would have sucked to hear that her daughter died in that way. And Bo, my dog, he probably would have died as well. He would have been eaten. Or if he would have made it out, he would have been lost in there. He's a tiny Shih Tzu. He has no survival instincts. Again, he didn't notice a mountain lion. I stopped going out to trails by myself after that, obviously. I started focusing on parks, like just like parks, right? But there's this one park that I would go to that had a little bit of a trail, and I was like, it's a park. And this happened like a few months after, or a year after, or it was the same, you know what? It might have been like right after. And we encountered a coyote by ourselves. And again, my dog didn't notice that either. So he wouldn't have made it. If he didn't get eaten right away by that mountain lion, he would not have made it. He would have been eaten by something else. He would have been picked up by a hawk for all I know. Like, he would have been a goner. I'm sorry, Bo. I love you and I respect you, but you're not going to make it out there. You're a puffball. I'm sorry. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful animal. And if I wasn't so scared, I would have admired it more. It was a gorgeous thing. I'm glad it didn't kill me and eat me though. So that's the story. That's the moral of the story is don't go out by yourself. Always have people. Always bring like spray. Always bring some kind of weapon or something. Not weapon, but you know, just be prepared. I don't know. Anyways, that's all. Thank you for even waiting this long for the story. I hope it was at all entertaining because it was not for me at the time. But now it is. So, yeah. Thank you. I will see you eventually. Bye bye.